Radiation Map USA. On the Radcures website, you'll find a map of monitoring stations spread throughout the United States and Japan. These monitoring sites use standardized and calibrated Geiger counters, which means that they have a standard that are ran and are more accurate than your more typical handheld Geiger counter. Most Geiger counters used by the general public are not calibrated. The Rad Map provides daily levels of radiation, the low, the high, the average, measured in counts per minute on a daily basis. The Rad Map is a good indication of the amount of radiation detected in the moment. It's a good tool to determine if you should be taking your supplements for the day or limit your exposure to the outdoors. All of these Geiger counters are testing the air. There's no current detection system that monitors water and soil. The CPM level is a collection of alpha, beta, and gamma particles. So the measurement of specific isotopes and their amounts is not possible using a Geiger counter. Geiger counters are good for qualitative analysis only. Is something present? Geiger counters are not able to identify the presence of a specific isotope or the amount of radiation from a particular isotope, such as cesium-137. A Geiger counter is really a broad-based measuring tool that tells you if radioactivity is present. A Geiger counter can only tell you part of the picture, and is similar to painting a house with just one broad brush, or shooting with a shotgun. Some places in the US and Japan have heavier background radiation levels than others. Nations of the world have tested radiation by exploding over 2,000 nuclear weapons, and a lot of this radiation has not exceeded their half-life. It comes off as background. It was not until 1961 that President Kennedy signed the first nuclear agreement to test everything underground. In 1953, a film titled The Conqueror, funded by Howard Hughes, was filmed for 13 weeks in Snow Canyon, Utah. By 1980, half of the production crew was diagnosed with cancer, and 46 members of the production crew, including John Wayne and Rita Hayworth, have since died from cancer. The film was done downwind of Yucca Flats testing range, which had 11 open-air nuclear weapons detonated at the facility. The film crew and actors had no idea that their lives were in peril, and John Wayne even carried a Geiger counter. The dangers of radiation levels need to be decreased as we learn more, not increased. 100 CPM, or counts per minute, is the typical considered high reading for exposure to airborne radiation. Sometimes levels that exceed 400 counts per minute are measured on very hot days in the United States. Higher radiation levels occur on snowy and rainy days. Radioisotopes have a tendency to bond to each other and are concentrated in the troposphere. This creates a potential peril for people that travel in the air a lot, pilots, stewardesses, frequent flyers. The cocktail of isotopes fall to the earth during rain and snow. This makes air filters a very good test media for radiation levels. If you want to know the type of isotope and how much is present, then you need to do quantitative analysis, not qualitative. Quantitative analysis is performed by an analytical chemist that requires expensive equipment and a qualified operator. Analytical testing is not cheap. We need funds to operate. What is more valuable, working at an issue based on feeling or spending some money and working with the real facts? I'm not asking for a donation. I'm asking for you to contribute towards analyzing a sample of your choice, not one that I choose. Let's all be part of a group that is committed towards finding the real solutions. People can spend a great deal of time or emotion, or you can spend some money and get the truth. It's your choice. Let's all work towards that, creating that database that's independent of federal influence. You can learn more at radcures.com, and please sign our radiation petition against cancer. Thank you.